all the students of IYS school. This is your maths teacher from IYS school. Now let's start the class first sharing some general instructions. Don't raise hand during lecture. Ask question at the end of the lecture. Use hand free if you are using mobile and headphones for computer use. Feed your ID and password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home task should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the lecture, try to join again within 5 to 10 minutes. Now this is class 7 and in this class we will discuss how we will study chapter number 5 fraction, and this is the lesson number 1 of chapter number 5 fractions. Now let's start the class. First, today's objectives are: what is fraction? We will discuss definition of the fraction. Then we will discuss types of fraction. Then we will discuss comparison of the fractions. Now at last we will discuss how to arrange fraction in descending order. Now first of all, we will unpack the term fraction. We have been studying about common fraction from class 2. Let us briefly revise the work involving common fraction introduced in previous classes. A part of a whole is known as fraction. It is written in the form of P upon Q. We will write fraction in this form, P upon Q form, such that in this P is the numerator, P represent the numerator and Q represent the denominator, and the fraction is a part of a whole is known as fraction. Means if you are representing any part from the whole is called fraction. Numerator. So what is the numerator? The numerator above the bar is known as numerator. Here P is the numerator. So what is numerator? The number that is written above the bar or above the upon is the numerator. And then what is the denominator? The number below the bar is known as denominator. Here Q is the denominator. The number that is written below the bar and below the upon line, this is called the denominator. P is the numerator, Q is the denominator. Now examples. Suppose we divide a cake in 8 equal parts. Suppose it's your birthday and you have to divide the cake into 8 equal parts and we have to donate 3 parts of that. Then it is donated by fraction. How it is donated by fraction? 3 upon 8 means we have one cake. First we have divided that cake into 8 parts and then we will give 3 parts to our friends. We have give 3 parts to our friends. So this is 3 upon 8. How you will write this as a fraction? 8 whole parts and we donate 3 parts. So this is 3 upon 8. Here 3 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. 3 upon 8. How we will study, how we will read this fraction? 3 upon 8. 3 upon 8. These are the 8 parts of the cake and we give 3 to someone else. So this is 3 upon 8 is the fraction. Okay. Hope you will get the definition of the fraction. I am repeating again. A part of a whole is known as fraction. Part of a whole is known as fraction. It is written in the form of P upon Q. Here P is the numerator and Q is the denominator. Here we took an example that if we have took a cake and we divide that cake into 8 parts and we give 3 to someone else, we donate 3 parts. So how you will write this as a fraction? We will write it as 3 upon 8. Here 3 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. Now, types of fraction. There are 3 types of fraction. Number 1, proper fractions. Number 2, improper fractions. Number 3, mixed number. Fractions are divided into 3 types. Fractions are divided into 3 types: proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed number. This is also not new topic for you. You have already studied this chapter in the previous classes. Now, first of all, we'll start with the proper fraction. The numerator in the proper fraction, we are, you know what is numerator, you know what is the denominator. Numerator is the number written above the upon, and denominator is the number written upon the bar. So then in proper fraction, numerator is less than the denominator. N is the numerator and D is the denominator. Numerator is less than the denominator. Example of the proper fraction is, see, if we are taking a shape, that is, if I are taking a circle, one circle, and then we'll divide this circle into 5 parts, and we give 2 parts and we shade 2 parts. So how you will write it as a fraction? You will write 2 upon 5, and see here 2 is less than 5. 2 is less than 5, so that's why this is the proper fraction. Any fraction is called proper fraction when its numerator is less than the denominator. We called it proper fraction. Now just in your mind, in your rough copy, write some examples of proper fraction. For example, 1 upon 2 is the proper fraction. 5 upon 10 is a proper fraction. You know, 5 is less than 10. It is also a proper fraction. Same as 7 upon 10 is a proper fraction because 7 is less than 10. Any fraction having less numerator and greater denominator, we called it proper fraction. Now, next type of fraction, that is improper fraction. In improper fraction, the numerator is greater than or equals to the denominator. If we are talking about the numerator, in improper fraction, it is greater than or equals to the denominator. Means here numerator will be greater, and in proper fraction, numerator is less than the denominator. And in improper fraction, the numerator is greater or equals to the denominator. N is numerator, D is denominator. So here numerator is greater than the denominator. Now example, this is the example of an improper fraction. Here we are dividing one whole, and this is 5 upon 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upon 4. 5 upon 4. 5 part shades. So 5 upon 4 means 5 is greater and 4 is less than the denominator. 5 is greater, so here numerator is greater, 5 is greater, so this is improper fraction. 5 upon 4. In this case, numerator is greater. When you compare 5 with 4, 5 is greater than the 4, then that's why we call it improper fraction. Now, some other examples of improper fraction is 10 upon 5. 10 upon 5 means 10 is greater than the 5. So 10 upon 5 is another example of improper fraction, same as 10 upon 7. So 10 is greater than 7. So 10 upon 7 is also an example of improper fraction. So we have discussed two types. We have discussed proper fraction. We have discussed improper fraction. Now another last example of the fraction, that is mixed fraction. A mixed fraction is made up of whole number and a fraction. A mixed fraction is made up of a whole number and a fraction. For example, 1 whole 3 upon 4. In mixed number, we will take a whole. First, we will take a whole, then we will take a fraction. So this whole, this is represent whole, 1 whole, then 3 parts are shaded to 3 upon 4. So this is 1 whole 3 upon 4. Mixed fraction. A mixed fraction is made up of whole number and a fraction. So this is the example of 1 whole 3 upon 4. You can easily identify the pattern by when you see the pattern of whole number, you will easily identify that this is the mixed fraction. And you have to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. 4 ones are, how you will convert it? You will multiply the whole number with the denominator. 4 ones are 4. Then you will add 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. So this becomes 7 upon 4. So mixed fraction can be converted into improper fractions, and improper fractions also converted into mixed fraction. You can convert the improper fractions into mixed fraction by dividing. मीन्स आप कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं मिक्स फ्रैक्शंस को इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शंस में एंड इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शंस को मिक्स फ्रैक्शन में. ओके, नाउ विल मूव ऑन equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions, since 1 further is the same as 2. What is equivalent fraction? Fractions which have the same value even though they may look different. Fraction which have the same value but they may look different are the equivalent fraction. So look, it looks the same. This 1 upon 2, this one part is shared. We select one part of the whole. First, this is the whole picture. We'll divide this into two parts, half. We'll divide into half. Now here we've divided the same figure into 8 parts, and then we select the 4. But when you see it, they both show the half. This is also 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2 half, and this is 4 upon 8. This is 4 upon 8. So when you will divide it, or you may cancel it, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So this also equivalent fraction means they have the same value. Both the fraction have the same value, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, but they look different. In this first we divide the fraction, first we divide the shape into two parts. Here we select the one. Here we divide into 8 parts and we select the 4 parts. We select the 4 parts. So this is 4 upon 8. The value of a fraction is not altered by multiplying or dividing the numerator as well as the denominator by the same number. I repeat, the value of a fraction is not altered by multiplying or dividing the numerator as well as the denominator by the same number. Hence, both numerator and denominator may be multiplied or divided by the same number without altering its value. So see, this is another example of equivalent fraction. Again, we took a shape, circle, we divide that circle into two parts and we select one. So this is 1 upon 2, means 1 is the selected part and 2 it's all part. And second, we took the same shape and divide into 4 equal parts, and here we select 2. So this is also half when you see it, and this is also half. But here we took 2 parts out of 4. This is 2 upon 4. So when you will cancel it, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So this is also 1 upon 2. This is also 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 means half. This is also half. This is also half. Means they have the same value. Both the fractions, though both the shape have the same value, but they look different. Different, like this is 1 upon 2, this is 2 upon 4. But they have the same. They are representing the half. Now, here are some example of equivalent fraction. Here is first we take 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 is equivalent to 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 8, 5 upon 10, 6 upon 12, 7 upon 14, and so on. How? When you will cancel, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Or when you will multiply it, so multiply 1 upon 2 by 2. Multiply 1 upon 2 by 2 with numerator and denominator both. 1 twos are 2, 2 twos are 4. And in this, multiply this 1 upon 2 by 3. When you multiply 1 upon 2 fraction by 3, means you will multiply 3 with the numerator and denominator both. So 1 threes are 3 and 2 threes are 6. Now move on. This is 4 upon 8. So when you will multiply it, 1 fours are 4 and 2 fours are 8. This is 4 upon 8. Same as you will multiply this 1 upon 2 with 5. So 1 fives are 5 and 2 fives are 10. So this become 5 upon 10. Now in next you will multiply it by 6. 1 upon 2 multiply by 6. So 1 6 are 6 and 2 6 are 12. Okay, and then 7 upon 12, 7 ones are, 1 sevens are 7 and 2 sevens are 14. Okay, how they are equivalent to each other? When you will cancel them, you will get 1 upon 2. Now let's check. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, you will get 1 upon 2. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, you will get 1 upon 2 again. Then this is 4 upon 8. When you will cancel it, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So this is also equivalent fraction. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 12. Now this is 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3, when you will multiply this 1 upon 3, when you will multiply this 1 upon 3 with 2. So 1 twos are 2 and 3 twos are 6. First multiply by 2, then multiply by 3, then multiply by 4, then multiply by 5, then multiply by 6, then multiply by 7. And you will multiply both numerator and denominator by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5, by 6 and by 7 to get its equivalent fraction. Now let's check. When you will cancel this, 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So this is equivalent. 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. Equivalent. 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. Equivalent. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. Equivalent. 6 ones are 6 and 6 threes are 18. 7 ones are 7, 7 threes are 18. This is also, these all are equivalent fractions of 1 upon 3. Means they don't look same but they are same. They look different but the value is same. Now 1 upon 4, you will multiply this 1 upon 4 by 2. So you will get 2 upon 8. When you will multiply 1 upon 4 by 3, you will get 3 upon 12. When you will multiply 1 upon 4 by 4, you will get 4 upon 16. When you will multiply 1 upon 4 by 5, you will get 5 upon 20. When you will multiply 1 upon 4 by 6, you will get 6 upon 24. And when you will multiply 1 upon 4 by 7, you will get 7 upon 28. 1 upon 4, when multiply by 2, you will get 1, 2 is a 2 and 4 2 is a 8. Cancel it. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. Equivalent. 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12. This is also equivalent. 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. You get 1 upon 4. When you will cancel this, you will also get 1 upon 4. When you will cancel this, you will get 1 upon 4. When you will cancel this, you will get 1 upon 4. So this also is equivalent fraction of 1 upon 4. This is another example. Hope you'll understand this example by yourself. Now, move towards the next slide. Like fractions. Our next topic is like fractions. So what are like fractions? The fraction with the same denominator are called like fraction when you are comparing two fractions. Here if you are comparing two fractions, when the numerator numerator is different but the denominator is same. Denominator is the number that is written below the bar. So when the denominator is same, we call it like fractions. Example, 3 upon 8, 5 upon 8. So here denominator is 8, here denominator is 8. Numerator may be different and denominator is same, so we call it like fractions. Now next is 2 upon 13, 5 upon 13, 6 upon 13, 8 upon 13, 9 upon 13. Now in all the given example, the numerator is different and the denominator is same, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. So they all are like fractions. They all are like fractions. Okay, again I'm repeating, like fractions. In like fraction, denominators are same. Denominators are same in like fractions. See, there are so many example like fractions. Now move towards the next topic, that is unlike fractions. Unlike fractions are fractions that have different denominators. In like fraction, denominator are same. In unlike fraction, denominators are different. Now, this is 1 upon 5, 3 upon 8, 3 upon 4. So now just see the denominator. Here is 5, here is 8, here is 4. Means all are different. 3, 5, 8, 4, all are different numbers. So we call it unlike fractions. Unlike fraction, denominators are different. And in like fraction, denominator are same. Now, move towards the next topic, that is comparison of the fraction. Case number 1, when the numerator is greater or the greater the numerator, the greater the value of the fraction. Numerator is greater when the numerator is greater and denominator remaining the same. When you are compare two fraction, its denominator is same. Its denominator is same, but the numerator, when the numerator is greater, then that fraction will be greater. For example, this is 5 upon 7 and this is 3 upon 7. 5 upon 7, see, the denominators are same. Denominators are same, but the numerators are different, 5 and 3. And here, which cases, which fraction will be greater? Whose numerator is greater? So among this 5 and 3, which number is greater? 5 is greater. So 5 upon 7 is the greater fraction than 3 upon 7. I repeat the case. In this case, when you compare two fractions, when the denominators are same and in numerator the number greater than the fraction will be greater. Now, case number 2. Greater the denominator, the smaller the value of the fraction. The numerator remaining the same. Here, in case number 1, the denominator remains the same, and in case number 2, the denominators are different. The denominators are different. Here denominator is 5 and here denominator is 7. And numerators are same. When the numerators are same and denominators are different, then the greater the denominator, the fraction will be smaller. When the greater the denominator, the fraction will be smaller. So here 7. 7 is smaller than 5. So this fraction is smaller. Okay. Now, descending order, arrange the largest to the smallest. Example is how to arrange fraction in the descending order. First, we will find the LCM of the denominators of the fraction to make the denominator same. When we are taking 2 or 3 fractions, so first what we will do, that when the denominators are different, we will take the LCM. Now we will compare Then first we find the LCM of the denominators of the fraction to make the denominator same. Now we compare the like fractions, 12 upon 24, 18 upon 24, 21 upon 24 and 10 upon 24. Comparing numerator, we find that 21 is greater than 18, 18 is greater than 12 and 12 is greater than 10. 21 is greater, 21, then 18. See the order: 21, 18, 12, and 10. Here 21 is greater and 10 is smaller. The descending order of the fraction will be 7 upon 8 is greater than 3 upon 4. 3 upon 4 is greater than 1 upon 2. And this 1 upon 2 is greater than 5 upon 12. So the steps are, I am repeating the step. First, we will find the LCM of the denominator of the fraction to make the denominator same. When the denominators are different, first then you will take the LCM. Then you will compare the like fractions. Then comparing the numerator. And then you will write the descending order of the fraction. Now, 4 upon 7 and 5 upon 7. Now you have to tell me which fraction is greater. You have to tell me which fraction is greater. Here denominators are same, and in numerator, this is case number 1. The greater the numerator, the greater will be the fraction. So here 5 upon 7 is greater. Here 5 upon 7 is greater. Yes, many of the students answer me in the chat box. You are right that 5 upon 7 is greater. The greater the numerator, the fraction will be greater when the denominators are same. Very good, students. Now, 5 upon 6 and 7 upon 9. Which fraction is greater? This is part 10. First, take the LCM. When the denominators are different, we will take the LCM. When you will take the LCM of 6 and 9, see here, there is the process of taking LCM. 2 3s are 6, 9 as it is, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. So when you will multiply 2, 3, 3, you will get 18. Okay, when the denominator is not same, we make equivalent fractions. Okay, this is 5 upon 6, this is 7 upon 9. These are the two fractions of the question. Now, tell me the number. When you will multiply this 6, you will get 18. Means this is the LCM. Now you have to make this 18 in the denominator. So first you will multiply this 6 by which number that you will get 18. Yes, you will multiply 6 with 3 to get 18. 6 3s are 18. So we does not multiply in the denominator. We will multiply in the numerator as well. This is the process of the equivalent fraction. You can't multiply in the denominator. Whatever you do in the denominator, you have to repeat that process in the numerator. So we'll multiply this 5 upon 6 fraction by 3. So 5 3s are 15 and 6 3s are 18. Now, the next fraction, 7 upon 9. Now, you will multiply 9 by which number to get 18? Very good. 2. 9 2s are 18. And whatever I'm repeating that whatever you do in the denominator, you have to repeat that process in the numerator. So 7 2s are 14 and 9 2s are 18. So now these two are equivalent fraction. Now see, the denominators are same. And now 15, 14. Which number is greater? 15 is greater. 15 upon 18. So this 15 upon 18 means 5 upon 6 is the greater fraction. So among this 5 upon 6 and 7 upon 9, this 5 upon 6 fraction is greater. Now this is part 12. What you will do here, you will cross multiply it. Cross multiply means you will multiply this 5 with 30 and 6 with 25. So when you will multiply 5 with 30, you will get 150. When you multiply 6 with 25, you will get 150. So in this fraction, no fraction is greater. They both are equivalent fractions. Or you may, when you will cancel this, 5 5s are 25. 5 6 are 30, 5 upon 6, 5 upon 6. So this is equivalent fraction, no fraction is greater in this. Now arrange in descending order. This is part 3. And the fraction is 2 upon 3, 1 upon 4 and 4 upon 7. First we will take LCM when the denominators are different. So first of all you will take the LCM. So when you will take the LCM of 3, 4 and 7, you will get 84. Okay, and now what you will do, after taking the LCM, you will multiply the numerator and denominator of 2 upon 3 by 28. Means in all these three given fraction, you'll have to multiply the denominator by a number to make its denominator 84. मीन्स आप 3 को ऐसे नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करें कि डिनोमिनेटर में आपके पास 84 आ जाए, और जिस नंबर से में आप डिनोमिनेटर से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे उसी नंबर से आप न्यूमरेटर में भी मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. ओके, नाउ when you will multiply 3 with 28, you will get 84, and see 84 is our LCM. So the number is 28. So we multiply this 28 in denominator and as well as in the numerator. So 228 is the 56 and 328 is the 84. Now next fraction is 1 upon 4. So you will multiply this 4 with 21 to get 84. Here the 21 is the number by which you are getting 84. So you will multiply this 21 in the denominator as well as in the numerator. Now the third fraction is 4 upon 7. You will have to multiply 7 by a number to get 84. So here 12 is a number. 7 12 is 84. And then you will multiply this 12 in the numerator also. Okay. Now what we have done? We have made the numerator, the denominator same. We have made the denominator same, 84, 84, 84. Okay, now the fraction is 5 upon 85, 56 upon 84, 21 upon 84, 48 upon 84. Now when the denominator are different, denominators here the denominator are same. Now first the denominators are different, by equivalent fraction we have made the denominator same. Now just arrange it. 56, 48, 21. 56 is greater than 48 and 48 is greater than the 21. Now write its original fraction. 56 upon 84 means 2 upon 3. 48 upon 84 means 4 upon 7, and 21 upon 84 means 1 upon 4. Now question number 2. 3 upon 10, 7 upon 30 and 2 upon 5. You will have to arrange this question into ascending order. Again, this is the same. When the denominators are different, you will have to take the LCM. Now first take the LCM of 10, 30 and 5. You will get 30. Then you have to multiply this denominator by the numbers that the denominator become 30. So 10 3s are 30. 31s are 30, 5 6s are 30, and the numbers you have selected for the multiplication in the denominator, you will repeat that number in the numerator also. So 3 3s are 9 and 10 3s are 30. 7 1s are 7 and 30 1s are 30. 2 6 are 12 and 5 6 are 30. Now see the denominators are same, and in numerator just arrange. Ascending order means 9, 7, 12. Which number is smaller? 7. So 7 upon 30. So what is the original fraction of 7 upon 30? 7 upon 30. Okay. Then 9 upon 30. Then 12 upon 30. Okay. This is the ascending order will be 7 upon 30, 9 upon 30 and 12 upon 30. 7 upon 30, then 7 upon 30, then 3 upon 10, then 2 upon 5. We'll write in the original fraction, what the fraction given in the question. So 2 upon 5, 3 upon 10, and 7 upon 30. Now this is the home task. Take a screenshot of the home task. Okay. Before doing this home task, you will cover your copy with the plastic sheet. No, first you will fill up the outer face sheet of the copy with the black permanent marker. Then you will cover your face sheet and then you will make your inner face sheet. Inner face sheet, you will write name, section, class, roll number, subject. Then you will make the title page of midterm. Midterm, you will make the title page of midterm. Then you will make the title page of the unit, that is chapter number 5, fractions and exercises. Then you will write the starting date and ending date. And then you will do only parts that are given. No need to do the extra part. Means first you have to maintain the copy, as you are in class 7, so you already know how to maintain your copy, cover it, fill the outer face sheet with the black permanent marker, make the inner face sheet, make the title page of the midterm, then make the title page of the unit, and then you will do the question. So these are the, no, there is no need to write any definition. Just do question exercise 5.1, part 6 and part 9, and part in question number 2, part 5, 7, 9 and 10. That's it. There is no need to do extra things. Okay, students? Thank you.